What is going on YouTube? It's your girl Soraya Brooks back on your screen after taking a whole lot of time to myself trying to figure out where do I want to take this channel, where do I stand in my life, and how can I provide information, guidance, knowledge to somebody else that is out there who may be going through tough times during their lives. I know I have been maintaining the channel thanks to my audience where I'm holding women accountable only, but I feel as though that there are so many more people in society, in this world, who may need support, who may need help with things that they are going through on their daily basis. That is the reason why I took my time, I took my break, but I still want to say a huge shout out and a huge thank you to everybody who stayed loyal to my channel, still came through with the comments, still came through with the super chat, still came through with all of the love and the support and the loyalty. I highly appreciate all of you. But we also know that there are so many other people who need support. So, which is the reason why I want to touch up on different topics. Topics like depression, topics like feeling better about yourself, topics like how can you feel unstuck during a time period of your life where you feel lonely, alone, depressed, isolated, anxious. These are all things that I have went through as well, because what you see online is not always what you get in real life. I had tough times too, and even though I can relate to so many people, it's always so helpful if we can help each other no matter where. I want to talk about how scrolling on social media aimlessly for hours and hours leads to people being isolated, feeling stuck, depressed, alone, lonely, and anxious. And I want to give you some advice how you can actually feel unstuck and why social media is leading people to be antisocial instead of actually being able to socialize. Let's start with the fact that we all need to hold ourselves accountable a lot more often. I incorporated an accountability check on myself, on my performance, on how I feel, and what I need to do better the next time, because that does not only help me to get better, it also helps the community that I live in and also the environment that I am in. So having accountability checkups with yourself on a daily basis will also help you to reduce the screen time. Because if you ask yourself, why are you on social media so much? Why are you looking at videos that may not even help you, that may not even contribute to you being productive? I want to talk about a group of people who is affected by social media the most. It is young women. Not only young women, even women in their 30s or even in their 40s and up. Because ladies, I know you don't want to hear this, but we are receptive to a lot more things that are manipulative on us, on the way we think, on the way we look, and on the way we behave. This is dangerous because young women post pictures of themselves and then they see the reaction of some men, they see a reaction of their co-workers, of their siblings, associates, whatsoever, but then algorithm kicks in and shows these women content of other women who are thinner, who are built better, who may look better, who have certain features about themselves. Let's talk about the trends like BBLs or even breast implants and everything that comes with a modern Western woman's beauty standards. And I know that a lot of women do not like to hear this, but this is true. Social media messes up our perception of ourselves, thinking that us, who we are, and the way the Most High has created us is not good enough anymore. We put on these filters. We put on these body enhancing clothes. We start taking pictures where we think that attention from men that we don't even know is going to make us feel better. And I promise you, you don't need that. You don't need that because you in your way are unique. You in your way you look are unique. I promise you, if you look at a picture of your younger self right now, you will realize how beautiful you were. How beautiful you were because you did not care about all of these superficial, shallow things that matter so much on social media. If I take a picture of myself right now, where I was in my mid-20s, thinking that I'm not even that attractive, and I mind you, back in the day when I was in my mid-20s, there was no social media, but still I had self-esteem issues because I felt as though me with my Turkish looks, I don't look good enough because I did not look like the women that were surrounded me. The women that surrounded me were thin. I was a little curvy. The women that surrounded me had long straight hair. My hair was way too thick is what I was thinking, and way too uncontrollable. But now that I'm thinking back of those days and I'm looking at myself today, I'm thinking, wow, I was beautiful in the way that I was shaped, in the way that I was created. And that is something that is so vital that you need to continuously remind yourself. Look in the mirror and see the things that make you who you are. Even your flaws. I have my flaws too, trust me, but that's who I am. And you know what? I know that the people who really care about me, also the people who care about you, which by the way should be you to begin with, They don't care about your flaws because it's natural. You do not have to be perfect. By no means, not at all. Want to know another thing? People you are looking at online, they are far from perfect themselves. They will just show you their good times, but nobody wants to talk about how they feel and what they do when they feel stuck. Okay? Why is it that a lot of people even feel stuck when they spend too much time on social media? I'm going to tell you a secret, because social media is designed to keep you stuck. It's designed to keep you away from friends and family, and is designed to make you look at the screen even more. You know why? Because their overall goal is to mess up your nervous system. To mess up your nervous system so you can stay attached to that phone. But we are not going to talk on here about things that's not going to help you at all. I want to tell you how to get unstuck and while you are feeling stuck when you spend too much time on social media, because it does not help you. Depending on what you are consuming, ask yourself, how do you feel afterwards? After a whole 5 to 6 hours of looking at other people, what they have, the perfect life they have, the perfect love life they are having, the nice cars and the houses and everything, of course you are going to feel like you don't have anything. You don't have anything. And you know what? When you continuously are looking at your screen like that, looking at how other people are achieving their goals, you are going to stay stuck. And that's going to keep you in a cycle of being unproductive, depressed, isolated. All of these things that I have mentioned in the beginning of this video. That is why it's so important. Of course, look at social media, but keep it on a minimum, and especially look at it. How does it make you feel afterwards? And another reason for why you feel stuck is because social media tends to keep a lot of people lazy. Because it is easy to stay on the phone and look at things that other people are doing. It is easy to watch somebody else to show you their 4 to 7 a.m. routine. But are you willing to wake up that early? Are you willing to work on your goals? Hell, do you even know what your goals are? Baby, I am here to hold you accountable, because we cannot be here as content creators, talk about other people's mishaps and talk about other people when we have a whole lot of self-work to do ourselves. Because I'm here and I want to help you and contribute to you become a better person, even if that's just changing your diet. Being on social media for hours and hours unnecessarily also messes up your time management. If your time management is messed up, your daily routine is messed up. If your daily routine is messed up, that means you got some fucked up habits. And if you have some messed up habits, guess what? You will never achieve your goals. That is why when a lot of people say, oh, I don't have enough time to do this, to do that. Again, check your screen time and then come back to the question of, do you really don't have enough time? Or is it that you are wasting the majority of your time on social media? Baby, as I said, I'm gonna hold you accountable because I'm holding myself accountable, okay? And holding yourself accountable, and when you're being honest to yourself and with yourself, you know exactly those areas and those fields where you need to improve if you want to be able to do better. Because at the end of the day, do you remember those times when Instagram was shut down, where TikTok was shut down? It wasn't available anymore. Where were those likes that pushed your ego? Where were those people that you were looking at and that made you feel so good, put a smile on your face? Where is that content creator when all of these social media platforms are shut down, that gives you everything you need on a daily basis? Do not be so dependent on social media. You have to be self-sufficient, no matter in what field of your life. Yes, of course, enjoy social media, but like I said, enjoy it. Don't depend on it. Do not depend on it. Why do you think women are on social media crying? Crying because they are overwhelmed with their daily lives, because they are looking at social media too freaking much. Even crying online is not normal. Why is it not normal? Because you need to be able to deal with your problems yourself. You can have time periods where you are weak, where you are vulnerable. That is very human-like. But being on social media, wait a minute, how do you even control your cries to the point you set up a camera, you hit that play or record button, but then you push your own button so you can start crying? Somebody needs to explain that to me in the comment section, because I sure do not know. Or do you have a camera set up the whole time until you actually make yourself cry? How does that work? That, again, people, social media and the effect it has on people who are weak, on people who are vulnerable, on people who need to be guided is so huge. And it is up to you and me to make it better, to make it a safe space, so we can actually tell and teach people that they are enough in the way they are and they can do better. Yes, have your role models on social media, but then again, check what they stand for. Check what they stand for. Women nowadays are running around. They are not modest anymore. They do not have class anymore. They don't know how to carry themselves anymore. They are way too masculine. And that is only one field in our society that's going downhill because they're on social media way too much. Guys, discipline is the only way to help you feel unstuck. Start with one small goal. If you have to take baby steps, as long as you are taking those steps, because if you're not active, that means you're going to stay stuck. Does that make sense in your head? Of course. Well, start with reducing your screen time. Start with 30 minutes a day, and then increase it up to an hour. Gradually increase the time you are staying off of social media. And then check after 4 weeks. Check on how you feel. Check on how actually, if you are more productive within the household, on your job, in maintaining your friendships, your relationship to your relatives. Because ask yourself, instead of being on social media, what else can I do that helps my productivity, that helps me to feel better? Even if that's reading a book, meditating, going to the gym. How many times did I catch myself on the couch eating chips, watching somebody else working on their abs? I'm here to keep it very real with you guys. Of course, I still go to the gym 3 times a week, but again, I am far from perfect. I have my flaws too. But again, if you're setting goal after goal after goal for yourself and you're actually working on them, you are going to feel unstuck. You are going to start appreciating yourself because you actually see the work, the effort, the time, the sweat you are putting in order to achieve your goals. Look, sweetheart, nobody is coming to save you. You are responsible for what you do, for where your life is going. You have to take accountability for your decision making and the actions you take. Okay? Because if you don't do it, guess what? Nobody else is going to do it for you, especially not those content creators on Instagram, on TikTok that you feel as though, oh, they just contribute so much to your daily life. Because do you think they care? Do you really think they care? Or do they care about the likes that you give them? Again, you are just as valuable. You are just as important. You are just as precious, beautiful, like those people you are supporting on social media. Another question before I let you go off here. When was the last time you gave yourself some props? Versus when was the last time you made a comment under a post that your favorite Instagram, TikTok creator has put out there? Maybe something to think about on this Sunday afternoon. Anyways, I hope this video was okay for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I just want to be out here supporting and helping anyone, not only women, not only men. I want to help all of you because there's just so much that I can give. There's so much that I know. There is just so much information and guidance that I know that I can support you with. Because you know what? I was in your position one day. I'm not saying I am in life where I want to be. The ones who have been following me on social media, on Instagram and on YouTube know that I'm in a long distance marriage, and guess what? It doesn't feel good. It does not feel right. It is not right. It's not cool. And if you're asking yourself, why are you not with your husband? Well, that's a whole different story. But I don't know if I can talk about it. Okay, so yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much. If you have made it to here all the way through the whole video, congratulations to you. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with your friends and family. But first of all, of course, make sure you take in the information that I have given to you and make sure you also apply that knowledge, okay? Because knowledge without implementing the actions is really worthless. So yeah, make sure you catch me on the next video.